Hi Aquarius, welcome to your weekly read. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome to I'm Destiny Calling Tarot and Aquarius. This reading will cover the time frame of April the 20th through April 30th, 2020. So this will be the last read for April. The next read will start the new month of May. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is feeling well. I hope everyone is taking care of each other during these times. All right, we're going to get settled into the energy. So we're going to take a few deep breaths here. That's going to allow us to release the negative energies. Okay, so that's going to help to release all of the toxic energy. Another deep, 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 deep breath. That's going to help us to bring in the positive, yummy, good stuff. All right, so let's start the read with the Energy Oracle card. And this is going to provide us with the overall energies here for the entire read today. Spirit, please provide an overall message here for Aquarius. What overall message did you want for Aquarius? It says, choose your path. Direction Guardian, choose your path. Definitely going to want to get clarifying details here. All right, let's get another card for the Oracle. So this is a general read for the Aquarius collective, where it is general. If specific messages are not resonating, don't try to make them fit. It simply means those particular messages weren't meant for you, and that's okay. The dates as well, guys, they're general guidelines. We are on different parts of our journey, so you might notice things resonating a few days, weeks before and after these dates. All right, what have we got? Responsibility. All right, I'm going to read from the book on this. I need some clarifying details here regarding this energy. I'm very, very interested in where this is going to go. So I'll show you that card. Responsibility and choosing your own path. It is all too easy and disempowering to blame others, society, or bad luck for our problems. Take back your power, recreate and reestablish your inner structure by removing what no longer serves or hinders you. Put your own house in order, neat and tidy, making space to expand in ways that benefit you and the world around you. Take responsibility for, it says, I take my responsibility for my actions and my life. I learn from my mistakes. I realize behaviors and ideas that hinder me. I continually improve myself. All right, so hopefully that's a little bit more of a clarifying energy here. So really, to me, it is about a lack mentality, and again, blaming others or finding other areas to place the blame and not taking the responsibility for yourself and the situations that you find yourself in. So choose your own path. I really believe this is going to be a focus for you going forward. You're really going to be called to step up into your power and decide what it is that you want to do with your life going forward. And to do that, with a sense of power and a sense of purpose, you're really going to need to you're very much going to need to sorry, I just lost that message. Sometimes I only get half the message and it just kind of, it's kind of like a phone line. When you have a phone message, the line drops off when you're talking on the phone. But overall, what I was trying to say is it's going to be about, this is going forward. Choose your path going forward. You're really going to want to make sure that you're in control, that you're taking responsibility for where you find yourself, and really don't find other people to blame. At the end of the day, we need to step up and take responsibility for how we feel, things that we have developed in our life. Just all about personal accountability. I feel really good about this energy for you. It's nothing concerning or negative. All right, so I'm going to ask that Spirit provide us with clarifying details. Spirit, what messages would you like to have come forward for Aquarius? All right, that's interesting. That is intriguing. Spirit, what details can you provide? Wow. You don't have any overthinking whatsoever. The cards are just popping right out. 1, 2, we have 2 major arcana cards so far. Spirit, please provide messages for Aquarius. This one has to pop out. And this is to cover the time frame. April the 20th through April 30th. Okay, we have quite a bit here. You have a lot of swords and a lot of wands. All right, so let's take a look at this. And if I need to get clarifying details, we could definitely do that. So the first card that came up for you, Major Arcana card. First card is the the Lover's card. This is also the card that came up for Gemini, I believe. It was their first card out of their deck. Now theirs was incredibly intense romantic energies. This is more or less you receiving a oneness with the universe and a oneness with the energies, the creative forces, and sensing a connection with all. This is the first step really for you to be able to take accountability for everything that you have appearing in your life, seeing what you currently have in your own reality, understanding that you have co-creative abilities with Spirit to manifest. This is really you getting clear about your values. This is about maybe possibly even balancing yin and yang energies. This is going to really be hard hitting for some people. I'm really feeling this decision that is very prominent. I didn't get this as strongly for other signs. Right now, with everything going on globally, you expect some form of uncertainty, some form of anxiety, some form of fear. So when this comes up, it does relate to fear, mentality, or making the choice to choose love, right? The Lover's card, love of one love of self, love of universe, love of all. So for a lot of people, this is in the Aquarius collective, it's very much you needing to first acknowledge and accept the reality, and then you can move forward into understanding that there is nothing wrong with experiencing fear in the moment. Just don't stay there, don't live there. Really, you're being called at this point to choose love over fear. So what I mean by that is it's really about choosing to find possibilities, choosing to find the positive, the inspirational, the ability to go within and listen to your inner guidance. So that's a really big difference between the Gemini who had romantic lovers and yours being pretty self-explanatory with the oneness of the universe. So allowing yourself first and foremost to choose love and possibilities over fear. That is taking personal responsibility, and that is also you choosing your path. You can choose the path of fear. You can give in to the news and the information that is bombarding everyone as far as that goes, or you can make a conscious effort to see the possibilities in all of the beautiful things that can happen for us in our future, in all of the changes that this can potentially bring to our society. Hopefully, at some point, it brings humanity closer together. It brings us back closer to our roots, and it allows us really to take care of the universe and the planet as well. Ten of Swords. This is when you get your epiphany moment, when that fear of feeling as though you are going to catch a virus, and how many days will I have left on this planet, or are my family members going to catch the virus, and what is this going to mean, and all of these, like I said, I didn't get overthinking. It's not an overthinking energy. It's not anxiety driven. It's more fear. And that is someone who would listen to the news 24/7. That is just breeding fear in your energy field. So this is really symbolizing here, when you have that epiphany, you begin to really understand and see that and feel that on a really deep level. So you're going to consciously take responsibility for your life and choose your path to put an ending to old ways of thinking as far as fear-based, fear-driven. And you're not going to live in a mental prison. You're not going to allow others to penetrate your mind. You're going to take command, and you're going to focus your mind. Even in chaos, you're going to be calm, centered, and still. Just as if everything was simple, beautiful, and calm all around you. This is a really, really big epiphany. So when that happens, you can start to acknowledge that you have an opportunity here. You have a chance for new beginnings. Because this too shall pass, and when it does pass, we are going to be creating a new society. We are going to be creating a new world. What is it that you see for yourself? What is it that you see for others? What is it that you see for humanity, the collective as a whole? What is it that you want to contribute? So this is much deeper than I expected for you. It's really intense. It's one of those going through the dark night of the soul type of energies, and coming through on the other side. You have the Judgment card, also Major Arcana. This is screaming, jumping to conclusions. So keep that in mind. Excuse me. Going forward. And what this is really indicating specifically here in your reading is that you're going to want to focus on your authentic relationship that you have with yourself. Go within and connect with your higher self. This is also about there's some message specifically that wants to come through for someone. And I'm not sure what it relates to, but the Judgment card is, it could potentially be you feeling as though you have done wrong and you have decided to recognize that. Where before you weren't taking responsibility for it, you've decided that you are going to step up, you're going to take responsibility. So when it comes to the Judgment, I'm hearing a yes. I'm hearing yes is the answer. I don't know specifically what it relates to, but if you're asking yourself a specific question here regarding this Judgment card, the answer is yes. That's a specific message for individuals, not the collective. So hopefully that's helpful to someone in some way. And if that is you, that takes a lot of courage. All right, next card, 5 of Wands. This is where we really get into honoring everyone's differences and going along with fact-based information, allowing yourself to make your focus yourself. So not necessarily focus on what other people are doing, because that's a really big distraction and that's taking off, sidetracking you from taking responsibility for yourself. Really at this time, you have the freedom right now to really go with, sorry guys, I have a very squeaky chair here today. I'm going to try to fix that. You have a really, really great opportunity to kind of go with the more far-fetched ideas that maybe weren't necessarily, how do you say, accepted by society or the norm out in society. Things are changing. We are progressing quite quickly. These changes needed to happen, and it's unfortunate that we had to go through such a drastic experience globally for us to really take the time to recognize the issues and the problems that are going on in our society. Our society has been very, very sick for a long time, and this should not have been a shock. So if this has happened and come into your life and you feel shocked and awed, then it is time for you to kind of step back, take a look at the self, go within, and take personal responsibility for yourself, where you find yourself at this moment in time, in the now moment. And consciously make a decision to focus on what it is that you want for yourself and your life and your family even going forward. This is a really important time to get through these specific steps, because we're going to want to also make sure that we are in a really good position to allow for the next generation, possibly your children, your grandchildren, to have this new world or this new world order, or whatever it is that we're kind of changing and developing and expanding and growing into. That is going to be a direct result of what we are doing right now in the now moment. Seven of Wands, next card. This is when you're going to start to really choose your battles wisely. So really make sure that you're focusing on yourself and not so much what others are doing. This is a second indication of that. Things might not be quite what they appear to the naked eye. So look beyond the surface. That's pretty important as far as the state of the world that we're in at this time. Personal interpretations right now are so crucial, and we all have a responsibility to ourselves and the whole to take personal accountability for the self. So this is all about going the distance. So this is a great energy. This is about perseverance. I feel it's just about you really trusting the universe, trusting the unknown, that things are happening and unfolding for a reason. They're not happening to us, they're happening for us. We're actually headed towards where we were destined to be, where we're meant to be. We have been so far off course that, like I say, it takes something so drastic to get our attention, and it's unfortunate, but I do personally see a lot of potential, a lot of possibility, a lot of encouraging things, a lot of innovation, a lot of just humanitarian aid and things that are long overdue changing in our future. This is really going to give you an energy here of feeling unstoppable. So if you really connect with your passions, what you feel passionate about, you're really going to be able to push any obstacles aside that come into your life. And you're going to make that conscious decision as well, not to compromise on what is most important to you. You're not going to let other people's concerns affect you. It's all about how you react. So you're not going to react towards other people's concerns. You are going to focus on the self and your beliefs, and where you are going to put your time and your energy, because what you focus on is going to grow. Do you want to focus on something negative, fearful based, or do you want to focus on positive change, possibilities? All right. Yeah, you guys have a lot of swords and a lot of wands. Really interesting. Okay. So next card in your reading is the Page of Swords. This is all about new ideas. This is all about possible theories that are kind of going to start lingering in the air, moving around in the energies in the universe. And it really is going to symbolize possible theories that have not yet been proven. These are incredible times. These are incredible changes. These are incredible things to start getting excited about. Change is going to be painful, but long term, we have such a great opportunity right in front of our very eyes. So this is about you gaining a new focus. Yes, there's delays. Yes, there's setbacks. And I would be willing to bet as well that things, truths that are coming forward, are likely going to happen in a way that they're not really tactful. So prepare yourself for the harsh realities. If it's things that you're hearing about other people that might affect you in some way, for some reason specific to your situation, or if it's things that you really need to reflect upon yourself, truths coming out, skeletons in your closet maybe even. Love how this is representing solutions and being curious. I'm sensing that you could potentially get into some form of gossip, and it's going to really take a really strong mental attitude for you to steer clear of that during this time. All right, next card, Four of Wands. This is about you coming up with a practice for making yourself at your optimal, best possible version of yourself. So rebuilding any strength that you've lost. This is time for you to rest. If you need to nap, it's your body's way of telling you that you're fatigued, and it might be emotional, it might be just physical, but if that needs to happen at this time, do it. This is a recuperation kind of energy. I feel as though you have to step back and ask yourself if your lifestyle is satisfying to you. And if it's not, this is your opportunity, this very moment, second in time, to change that. You have an opportunity every second of every day to change your life, and you don't have to let anything stop you. Don't let the fears stop you. That's where we're all stuck right now. We're all stuck in an energy of fear-based living. We can't let that stop us as a human race. We need to move forward courageously and find possibilities, solutions, hope, inspiration. If you do need to take out time to make decisions, go ahead, do that. Things don't necessarily have to be 100% set in stone during this time. This can be a time for you really to self-reflect. But I do sense that there's a lot of mental exhaustion here in the energies for this read. So mental exhaustion is really gonna wear you down. So you're gonna be needing to try to get a lot more sleep. And that is just the state at this time. Like I said, this too shall pass. So this is not going to be our new reality. The next card is Nine of Cups. This can definitely symbolize emotional enlightenment. So this, to me, feels as though your energies are going to become lighter. So I'm hearing that ignorance is not bliss, and a lot of people have been living with their head in the sand, and it's time to take responsibility and choose your path going forward, because that is no longer working. This is a really great opportunity when I see this, as far as feeling like you have really great self-esteem and feeling a newfound sense of a desire to achieve. Really, this is, I feel like it's you acknowledging, accepting what was not right for you, and to really go to the point now where you have this great opportunity to start fresh, build a new solid foundation, plant seeds today, which are going to provide you with an abundant harvest in the future. Nine of Swords, next card. Love that this came out. It's all about shifting that negative self-talk in your head, which is just going to keep you in a mental prison. It's going to make you feel like a victim. We are not victims. So when that happens, turn that self-talk into self-compassion. Be compassionate with yourself that you've tried the best that you possibly could with the information you've been given, you know, in your personal situation. Just really be compassionate that you did the best that you could at the time. And again, it's really another indication here of turning fear into possibilities. And I feel like for a lot of people, it's a newfound sense of faith in some way, shape, or form. So don't let the fear make you feel as though your life is spinning out of control, because it's not. It's an illusion. It's I guess the best way to explain it is it's an illusion. You're expecting the worst and possibly even having sleepless nights, which is making things worse for you on many different levels, because you might be mentally, emotionally exhausted. But it's also going to be really important because you want to have the strongest possible immune system during this time. So it's really important for you to take care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually, so that you can remain balanced during this time. Also, I feel the need to say, if anyone feels that they need help, there's no shame in asking for help and assistance along the way, especially in times of chaos and struggle. I myself, oh, sorry guys, I just dropped my mouse on the floor. I myself have gone through therapy, and I will likely very much continue to go through therapy in my future, and there's no shame in that. There's no shame in that whatsoever. Last card in your reading here, guys, is Major Arcana, the Hanged Man. So you feel right now, along with most of humanity, like you're kind of paused, right? You're paused in this state in time. You're required to make changes. You're required to make sacrifices. You're required to make adjustments here, readjustments, and think outside of the box. And, you know, the ego is screaming, no, I don't want to do it. But we are getting to the point where it's so drastic that it's right in our face, and it's only getting worse and worse and worse by kind of putting our head in the sand. So it feels as though you really just need to take some time out to rest. First and foremost, you deserve that. You feel like, why is this happening to me? Why am I being tested? And like I say, that's also, you're not alone. This is definitely a situation where we're all in this together. Please don't give up on yourself. You are here for a reason. You were brought here on this earth in this point in time specifically for a reason. There is no one on this planet who is going to be identical to you. And in the end, when you come through the other side, you're going to wonder why you didn't take personal accountability and responsibility for yourself sooner. You're going to wonder why you didn't consciously choose your own path and you allowed others, to society or whoever we want to point fingers at, to make decisions and judgment calls for you. You have all of the power within you, and you are being called to seek that power. You're being called to go within and remember who you truly are. You are a soul experiencing a human existence in this body. You're really being called to go within and find that inner light and shine it so bright out into the universe during this time, because you deserve that. This is your birthright. This is what you were put here on the earth to experience. That was really intense. That was, I hope those messages are going to be helpful to some of you. All right, guys, I'm going to finish the reading there. I'm going to get an inspirational message to end the read. Spirit, please provide one last message for Aquarius. One final message, an inspirational message. End this reading on a positive note. What message did you want to have come forward for Aquarius? All right. It says, trust your intuition. And it says, it's time to stop seeking advice from others and go inside instead. I'm pretty sure those are words I just said, right? You know what's best for your body, mind, and spirit. Sit in meditation. Walk in the woods. Ask yourself what you need and listen. Tune in to your inner guidance. When you get a gut reaction, honor it. You have the answers, and it's safe to trust yourself. Everything you need is already inside of you. Guys, I am so incredibly happy that this came out for you. It's a really big indication of everything that we were just talking about. Is a really huge message that needed to come out in this reading. All right, guys, so that's the end of your read. I hope these messages were helpful to some people in some way, and if you feel that this could be helpful to others, please pass it along. Whew. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who watch these videos, all of the lovely comments. I truly do appreciate it so much. It humbles me greatly. If you haven't already, please remember to click on like, and those of you who are new to this channel, remember to click on subscribe. Take care of yourself, take care of others, and we'll see you soon. Bye.